to Empowering Humanity Through Music. I am your host and your vocal coach, Stephanie Thompson, and I'm a classically trained singer-songwriter. I've given my qualifications on other sessions. You can look me up and see what I have done and what my qualifications are. So we were doing amazing live events with Empowering Humanity. We're not doing that right now because of what's going on, so we've gone virtual. And this is great because this is an opportunity for me to really get to know you and you to really get to know me and learn about singing. So last week we talked about your body as your instrument, and we talked about how your posture is important and how you use your voice, that you're not careless with your voice, like drinking a lot or smoking a lot, things like that. How you use water and you lubricate your voice, right? Yes. That's always a good thing. And things like that. And if you're interested in hearing more, you can go back to that session, Your Body is Your Instrument, and see what else I talked about. If you want more details about that, you can go to empoweringhumanitytv.com/Stephanie, and you can check out and see what else I have to offer. And also, if you're interested in vocal coaches, vocal lessons, I can do that for you as well. In addition, check out empoweringhumanitytv.com because there are amazing things going on that website and amazing programs, and you definitely want to see what we're doing. Amy Kardashian has created an amazing bunch of things to serve humanity, and you definitely want to be a part of it, so go check that out. So this week, what we're going to talk about is how to find your breath. You might ask yourself, why are some singers able to hold these long notes out for so long and just sound amazing? Well, a lot of it has to do with your breath. So you want to learn how to find your breath. Now, what I talked about last week with your body being your instrument is important this week as well, because your posture is very important with your breath. Now, I talked about your posture. I said you want your shoulders to be back nice and strong. You don't want to lift them up, right? Because that puts tension on your throat. And you want to imagine a string pulling up your head, just at the top of your head. Just imagine a string and think very tall. Shoulders down, feel that string. Relax your knees. You don't want to be lock-kneed either, because that puts tension in places you don't want to put it. So you want to be nice and relaxed and be able to feel the movement of your neck nice and easily. Okay? Then you're preparing on how to find your breath. Well, so the important muscle in breathing is the diaphragm. The diaphragm is a muscle at the bottom of the lungs, and when it expands, when you breathe in, it turns flat and it pushes the lungs up, and the lungs are able to function. So the diaphragm is very important. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to discover your diaphragm, okay? So feel that kind of squishy muscle right here. It's up above your belly button, and see if you can feel that. Now, I want you to just try something, okay? I want you to try, first without, okay, take your hands away. First, I want you to try without doing it, so you can see the difference. Just go, ah, ah, ah. See how that is? Now, it's kind of hard in your throat, right? Ah, ah. But if you use your diaphragm, go back to that squishy muscle, okay? And inhale and kind of feel your diaphragm moving and do the ah, like this. Ah, ah, ah. Do you see how that was so much much more powerful and controlled. Well, the diaphragm is very important in breathing and singing. So, I'm going to have you try this exercise. I want you to inhale, like I taught you before. Inhale into your thumbs, the bottom of your ribs, and then I want you to release on a okay? So we're going to count to 5, inhale, count to 5, and then release on a I want you to see if you can feel that. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I could have gone more, but I didn't know where you were with that. So let's try it again. How did that feel? How did you feel? Did you feel like your breathing was coming through? Was it coming through in like little leaps and bounds, or was it straight across? Was it fluid? Let's try it again. I'm going to count to 5, inhale, and then we'll do the S. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Okay, now, just a little disclaimer there. If you're feeling lightheaded, and you're standing up, you might want to sit down and just give yourself a moment, because you're using more air than you're used to. This is not your usual breathing style if you haven't done this before. So if you're feeling a little lightheaded, that's totally normal, okay? So just give yourself a minute to recover. Get some water. Take a breath. Relax. There, that's better. Okay, that's one of the exercises you can use to help expand your breath. Kind of shows you where you're at. Okay? Now, with your diaphragm, I want you to try something, okay? We're going to do this on an ah. You're going to inhale. I'm going to show you how to do it first, and then you do it. Okay. So I'm going to inhale. Okay, so now you try. I want you to feel that squishy muscle right above your belly button and do the ah, okay? Let's breathe in. Do you see how it gives you your support? It's so important. You should start feeling that now. Like, for example, if I wanted to sing a song and I didn't breathe correctly, just did, every day is so wonderful. Okay, but if I'm breathing correctly and I'm feeling my diaphragm, every day is so wonderful. Do you hear the difference? There's so much more resonance and power when you're using your breathing correctly. That's what I want for you. Now, another thing you can do is there's this exercise where you breathe in and you're kind of like blowing out candles. But you're not blowing the candle out all the way. You're just blowing it out a little bit so you can control your breathing, okay? So it goes like this. Like that, okay? One more time. Okay, see if you can feel that. Try that on your own. And another thing you can try is you can do short puffs like this. This is using your diaphragm. Can you do that? Try it yourself. Breathe in. Yeah, that is all activating the diaphragm. And that's teaching you how to control your breathing. Okay, so say you wanted to do a song, all right? Say it's, I'm going to use an example of a song that I like to sing called Beautiful by Christina Aguilera. Okay, the first part of the song goes, every day is so wonderful. So I want you to try it along with me, okay? I'll sing it first. And I'm gonna breathe the incorrect way. I want you to hear it. Every day is so wonderful. Okay? Now I'm going to use my diaphragm. Every day is so wonderful. See the difference? Okay, now I'm not going to make you do it incorrectly because I don't want you to get that in your head. But I want you to try to do it with your diaphragm, okay? Sing it with me, okay? Breathe in. Every day is so wonderful. Now, as you do it this time, I want you to push in on your diaphragm and feel how it's supporting you, okay? All right. Breathe in. Every day is so wonderful. Do you see how it did that? That was amazing. I wish I could hear what you were sounding like. I'm sure you're sounding amazing. So things like that is the way that you can practice. And you can practice your breath, and what's called phonation is when the air moves over the vocal cords and they vibrate. And that's what creates the sound. So you're practicing your phonation, right? This is critical in singing. Breathing is so important. And everything that I've taught you up until this point is important as an add-on for breathing, like your body being your instrument. Your posture is so important for breathing, like we talked about. And your diaphragm is so important for breathing. So, let's try another exercise. This time we're going to go to the piano. This is another exercise that you can do to help see where your breathing is and to increase your breath function. that because it's causing the constant air to be moving over my folds. And you just go up the scale doing that, right? Okay, try it with me. Let's try another one. So you get the idea. You can try that at home. You can try it on a piano or a keyboard, and you can see where in the scale you're having trouble losing your breath and where you're stronger in your breath. So that's another exercise you can use to find your breath. I hope that this session was inspiring to you today, and I hope that you learned a lot. Don't forget to go to empoweringhumanitytv.com and check out and see all the other wonderful things that we have in store for you. And if you want to check out what I'm doing, you can go to empoweringhumanitytv.com/Stephanie. And I just ask you to keep enjoying your breath, your singing, and enjoying your voice. Thank you.